Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie coming on today to share with you how I put together the snowman tag. It's, excuse me, July 24th, 25th. I don't even know at this point. I know it's Monday when this will go up, and this is still a free file from Treasure Box Designs. Usually it changes on Thursdays, so thought I wanted to get this up, share with you what I did, dimensions, because I did make some changes. So, first of all, what I did, this is the base tag as it comes in. I duplicated that. Didn't reverse it or anything because my back piece I just did white. And I marked front so I knew when these go together, which way it goes. If you happen to reverse it, it will not line up properly. You can see at the top. So just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so then what I did was I put both of these pieces in my MISTI and I stamped. This will be the front of the tag, and then on the back side I stamped the to and from instead of writing it on here like they had. Let me show you a few of the products I used there. I do not know if anything is still in stock. I don't get any kind of compensation, and I'm not promoting any specific companies, don't get me wrong. This is just what I've had in my stash, what I like, and some of it was gifted to me. So first of all, this gingham paper is Tiny Check from My Favorite Things, and this is just the 6x6 paper pad. I don't know if there was a SKU number, I don't have a clue, but it just says Tiny Checks, so that's a fun one to use. And then I was gifted, sorry for the glare, I can't do very well here, this stamp set. It's from Crafter's Companion. It's Ho Ho Ho, and this was gifted to me from Cherie from Paper Pieces and Leftovers. Thank you, Cherie. I used Wishing You a Magical Christmas, and I don't know if you can see the number. The product code says CC-S as in Sam, T as in Tango, P as in Paul, and then HOHO. So again, Crafter's Companion. I don't know if any of these are still available. I apologize. The to and the from on the back are from the Stamps of Life. And this is Tag to Stamp set. This isn't too terribly old. Yeah, it may still be available. Again, I apologize. I have no idea. So the other things I'm using when I'm gluing today is I use Reptile Craft adhesive. I just put it in a different bottle. I'll be using some Nuvo. This is orange soda glitter drops. Waterfall stickles. Diamond stickles. And then I have just some green twine I'll be tying at the top. And this is from Really Reasonable Ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Yeah, I explained to you this part. I'm going to glue this together, and then I'll explain as I go, because I did make some other changes here. So, and with Reptile glue, if you're not familiar with it, it does give you some time, some wiggle room. So I'm comfortable using it with this today. The other thing I want to share with you in just a moment, as soon as I get this glued, is the dimensions and how I got those dimensions. So, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to get this glued together. And so it's somewhat lined up. Now you don't have a lot of time with this, but you do have just a hair more maybe than the art glitter glue. I think it would probably be more comparable to Burley art glue, and I haven't tried that yet. I've had this reptile glue for I don't know how long, and it's an 8.5 ounce bottle, 8.5, and it's still, I think, over half full. I just keep adding it to this bottle here that was also gifted to me from Cherie. She sent me a huge package. It was awesome. Thank you again. Before I go any further, I want to give you the dimensions here. So the tag width is 2.912. That's what it originally comes in at for width in Cricut Design Space. I'm not familiar with Silhouette, so anyway, and then it came in at a longer dimension. It was like 6.6 or something, I don't know. So I put everything together in Design Space as if I was assembling it, you know. I did it virtually instead of on paper. And then what I did, I grouped it all. I hit my unlock button for my dimensions. I left the width at 2.912, changed the height to 5 inches. I didn't want quite such a huge tag this time, which they're nice, but sometimes smaller packages, well, you know. So what it did, and I'm okay with this, the hearts on the cheeks and the holly berries, it distorted them. It made them a little bit longer. So, but that's okay. You're not, even if you didn't know that, you would never notice it. So just thought I'd share that with you. Okay, now the next things I did here, when I get some of these small pieces off, excuse me. I've been inking and chalking and you name it today, so. Okay, the head and the hat, which will become the scarf. Duplicated both of these. This in Design Space looked like a very, almost barely there, like a bluish gray. I changed it to white. I used to have that color or something very close to it. You could barely see it was blue, and I don't know. I can't find it again. Anyway, then this part you would put on top, and then you would have your scarf. I wanted my scarf to be embossed, but I did not want the whole piece to be embossed. So after I duplicated this, I've got a second set now. Okay, in Design Space. I lined this up. I lined it, centered it vertically, and then I lined it at the top. Once I had that, I sliced it. I removed this piece. I removed the top part of this, and all I ended up with was this. So that I ran through the embossing folder, and it's just the old Swiss dots from Cuttlebug. It's, when I say old, it's ancient. So you could choose not to do this. I like the added dimension. I did this with the Santa tag I made recently also. So anyway, I wanted to share with you how I did that, but this piece will go on next then. I'll be quiet and finish this up so it's not, well, my videos are never short. I'm sorry, it's just the way I work. I have to lift things up because I don't want to be right on top of them. I don't think you need to be seeing my head in here. Okay, I put the head then on next, as I don't, then I have a better chance of lining up the bottom piece of the scarf or scarf part. So yeah, it's, this isn't something you have to do if you want that, you don't want that extra layer. I gotta have as much dimension as possible. Okay, now I'm going to put this on, this bottom piece of the scarf. I always kind of like to dry fit things first to make sure they're going to work like they're supposed to. or I hope they're supposed to, or think they're going to, you know. I don't always make a lot of more boyish type tags, so I thought I would make something a little boyish this time. You could change the colors, you know, and have it for a girl, or I think it'd be adorable in pink. I just thought of that. And I have some pink gingham or purple. I have a niece that loves snowman and purple. That would be awesome. Even do like a purple, well, I don't know if I'd do a purple hat. I'd probably do purple scarf though. Anyway, I ink my black pieces so there's some dimension and a break between the pieces, because he's also got the brim of his hat. And I use Stampin' Up! White Craft. It's like a pigment ink. I have tried the white StazOn ink. Nothing against StazOn. I love their black ink, but I don't do well with the white because it's a permanent ink, and I don't do well stamping with permanent ink. So that's the only reason I don't use it. Okay, and I'm putting the hat and everything on instead of the face first, so I can get a better judgment of where I want the face to go. I'm just gluing here. And yes, I hope to get continue with more videos. The next 2 weeks are going to be pretty rough until the end of the next 2 weeks, like the 12th of August. That'll be, well, let's say hopefully my last medical appointment for a bit. I am hoping and praying, but I have several to get through in the next 2 weeks and hopefully get some answers. But enough of that. Let's get this on. I'm putting this pretty low, excuse me, the eyelashes actually take up more room than you think, so I'm not gluing the nose on yet. I'm just gonna get the eyes on first. Just tapping off a little bit of glue, get some here. I have to find a better system. I don't like putting it on my skin. I'm allergic to a lot of adhesive, so I use my shirt. I have a couple of old shirts that I use, but I probably should quit that too. Normally I don't cut the hearts for the cheeks. I decided to this time. I thought they're kind of cute, so I will put those on instead of adding ink, instead of chalk. I don't know. I can't get a... Maybe I just need to use pure pink, but chalk on white doesn't always work for me. I'm trying to get these kind of even here. Okay, put his nose on. I think I mentioned I don't speed up my videos or anything, so what you're seeing is in real time. I try to edit videos and I get so frustrated. It's just not, technology and I, not the best. And so I just go with what I have here. Also, if you're interested in like the videos I've been sharing, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I forget to add that on. I don't always go in, and I upload a lot from mobile instead of my computer, so probably should change that too, but sometimes it's whatever is most convenient. I don't know if it'll show on camera anymore against the black, but I did take a marker. I have these detail doodlers. These were also gifted to me. Oh, all of a sudden I forgot. I am so sorry. Again, I apologize. My mind just loses things randomly. Anyway, they are from American Crafts. And again, I don't know if these are still even available because I've had these, probably 3.5, maybe 3.5 years, 3 years, I'm not sure, but they are really nice too. Or I will use colored pencils also. Sometimes getting to my colored pencils is a interesting challenge. Okay, I'll be quiet again. I talk too much. So, again, waterfall stickles. And see if we can, you know what? I'm going to put the tag hanger on first because, yeah. I'm going to do this one. I'm not going to tie a knot at the top this time. I'm going to, just because the hole's a little bigger. Well, maybe. Oh, it smells good in here. I put a crock pot. I roasted my crock pot with onions. And it smells heavenly. But I have to wait several hours to eat, because it won't be done for a while. But okay, so I just have a long tag, but I wanted to get that on, and because once I start messing with stickles, I will have glitter everywhere. I'm using a fair amount. These seem to, what I want to say, just soak right in, so I might come back and add some more. But just that little bit of sparkle adds, I think, so much to it if you have access to this. So yeah, fun. Let's do the nose first. I have also was going to show you in a minute. I have to unclog the Nuvo drops here. On my last video, or I think it was the last one, I don't know, I had shared with you some black glitter I had found. I have been having a hard time finding it. Well, partly the price, I guess, is my big deal, but the pops of color from scrapbook.com, these are really nice. This is Midnight, but it is black. It looks kind of dark blue, but I really like their colors. They have glitter and, okay, well, this doesn't want to cooperate with me. But they have glitter, and then they have the, like, the enamel dot type product also. So I'm going to stop the video, come back and get this going, and I'll be right back. One moment. Okay, thank you. I am back. That didn't take as long as I thought. I haven't used this color for, well, since before Easter, so it would make sense that things got to be clogged up. Usually the Nuvo drops don't do that so bad, but yeah. Now, I used a much darker orange, so it's giving the orange soda a darker color. If you use like a lighter color or even a white behind this, it'll be much lighter. I just wanted a dark color, so that's why it's showing that way. Let's hope the diamond, they're working perfectly fine. Keep my finger out of the blue stickles though. I have some cotton candy, so pink stickles. I grab whatever is closest when I can find it in my container. Anyway, let me put a few highlights on here and we'll be done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I hope you're enjoying the videos. I don't know if you caught the last video. I just been crafting a lot to keep my mind off of other things, so if you wonder why you're seeing so much, that's why. I have there, excuse my reach, white chalk somewhere. I thought I had everything out, but go figure. One never can be prepared. Oh, I kind of like the white that it shows up on the, it was an added bonus. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, duh. Kind of looks like snow on there. Got a lot of fiber from the twine up there. So if I can get it off, or I'm not sure what, maybe it's a, yeah, I don't know exactly what it might have been, a stray hair. I'm shedding terrible. And one more piece in here. I can get it light enough. Okay, let me look at something. It was the light. It looked like the blue stickles. I'd gotten my finger in them, but I'm good. So there is the finished tag. I didn't think it looked that terrific on the internet. I mean, it's cute, but I always find something to do to it to jazz it up, so to speak. So thank you all. Have an awesome day. Take care, everybody.